A few weeks ago, we came up with the wild idea to convert this mini shipping container into an off-grid bathroom for our geodesic dome.
From framing to insulation to flooring and everything in between, we've tackled every problem as it came.
I promise you, the shipping container bathroom is going to blow your mind.
Let's go.
We're Tyler and Todd, and 2 years ago, after living full-time in an RV, we parked it in the middle of the Canadian forest. Since then, we've been hard at work building a sustainable homestead that will meet all of our needs, from shelter to water, food, and even electricity. We bring you along every Sunday for a new episode as we build this lifelong dream together. Consider subscribing, but most importantly, enjoy the video and come along.
The first thing we're gonna do is put some stairs in because we have made it pretty far with a step this big into the building. However, yesterday I fell, so it's time to make it a little bit more safe around here.
Yeah, he fell really hard. Well, I mean, look how big of a step
Yeah.
it is. Like, it's at least 3 stairs. Also,
It's a big one.
look how good.
I know, I'm loving the morning light.
Yeah, the morning light is pretty magical in here. So before we can worry about installing the vanity and the furnace and the toilet and the million things that we need to do in here, we need to make it a little bit safer. So we're gonna figure out how to attach this ledger board to the outside of a shipping container. We have a plan, but we don't know if it's gonna work, so we'll see.
I think it'll work. You ready?
We're gonna try and drill through this, so
All right,
wish us luck.
Let's get to it. Do we want the steps just in line with the door? If they go there, it would match the door.
Hand out the window, head for the sun. All of the stars turning blue. The fire we had frozen, eyes waking up. We got some living to do. Never gonna give it up, never gonna let you go. It's all been waiting for you. Never gonna give it up, never gonna let you go. We got some.
You got the same size washers, and with these, you need to get one size bigger.
Like, why do people make it so complicated? Hi, little buddy. Oh, you are so handsome.
So no joke, 2 hours later, and we finally have our ledger board attached.
It's been a journey to get here.
Yeah, so the problem was, obviously, where it's a shipping container, we had to drill through an inch of steel. We burned through 2 of these titanium bits. However, it did work, so we've got our, what are these called, hex bolts? Something?
Like bolts,
Leg bolts.
I think.
We've got those attached through
It's a real how-to here.
through the
Ledger board.
ledger board. Holy.
Through the I-beam. That's the frame of the container. So then now we're able to start attaching our stringers.
Which are
These.
these little alligator teeth looking things.
Doesn't it look like alligator teeth? Like, look. Don't go swimming around here. Seems to make sense to me, so let's move forward.
The light is calling on you. We're screaming devotion. Let's get lost and found. We got some living to do. Never gonna give it up. Never gonna let you go. It's all been waiting for you. Never gonna give it up. Never gonna let you go. We got some living to do. Good day. Good day.
How is it per level?
Whatever we did just then, it up.
You had to lift it like this.
This side was high.
This side was high.
I don't think so.
I do.
I'm sure you would say.
Yeah. Oh, you got it?
Oh.
Just another day casually ripping out tree roots by hand.
Oh, you know, just another day in the woods.
We both did our own research on how to do these, but our videos both had different ways of building stairs, so.
Can't always trust what you watch on YouTube.
Yeah, and both of those ways are not stuff that we have readily available at our hardware store. So we got these adjustable brackets, they're called, that should work. That's not how it goes though.
How does it go?
Do you want to take the camera? So it goes
There's so many different little brackets that you can get.
I tell you what, I'm so over this though.
Okay.
And then you bend that, but this would go.
That goes like that. Okay.
It's starting to click, love.
Starting to click. So we have to attach those first then.
Real good, I'm feeling. Real talk, up at the ceiling. Real soon, I'll be swimming. You can find me in the deep end. I came here ready to go. Living la vida loco. No time to waste, put out the brakes. I'ma take you away. Catch my wave, you better keep up.
These f***ing stairs aren't going nowhere.
You need a hand up.
Yes, please.
Oh, come on, Gertie. Wow. Looking good though. Like I can start to see the vision. All right, I'm gonna set you guys back down because I think we're gonna start making some good progress now.
How many boards are there supposed to be in this? Like this isn't how this is supposed to look. Let's show 'em.
Look at how level that is.
See that bubble? That's some good stuff.
All right, we're gonna keep riding this good stuff wave and finish these stairs.
Catch my wave, you better keep up. Come on, let me take you now, catch.
A few years ago, this would have been my nightmare. Construction and math.
With bugs.
Oh yeah, 0 out of 10.
Look out, I'm shining bright. Smiling like I got summertime, won't stop now. The vibe is right. Couldn't stop it if I wanted to. Jump in, we get rolling.
Whoa. Look how solid.
Yeah. Even now, that's fun.
Yeah, let's go while we're ahead.
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at the size of this spider.
Whoa.
Look at that.
That's a big one. Man, wouldn't squirrel eat that?
Oh man.
Bring it here, babies. I'll give her a go.
Catch my wave, you better keep up. Catch my wave, you better keep up. Come on, let me tell you now, catch my wave, you better keep up. Catch my wave, you better keep up.
Last board.
Nice.
All right, let's get the full experience.
You can go first.
We can go together.
Do you want to? Yeah. I guess couples that together stay together. Wow.
What a day. But we built stairs and that's pretty.
Yeah, we built 3 stairs.
So now that the stairs are finally finished, what we're doing is working on building a little trail that's gonna go along the side of the shipping container and around the back side right here. This is gonna make a lot more sense tomorrow once we have the electrical and the plumbing and the water, everything hooked up. But this is sort of gonna be like our utility area. And because it's really mucky here, we need to level it out and...
Yeah, we've got some patio stones to put down just so that the propane has something solid to sit on. But you're right where I was shoveling.
Bit of a hump right here, so.
Gotta shave it down.
I'm gonna work on bringing in crusher dust and gravel to go over top of this landscaping fabric. We wanna, spend the time to make sure it's done correctly so we're not having to weed it in the years to come, so it's the right way to do it.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing trips of gravel and, oh, the bugs are so bad, you guys.
Someday you fall off, lose all that you got. Say goodbye over 1,000 times. Okay, it's life. Know this and you'll be fine. That's how it goes when it all closes. With no hands, some you can choose, some will be chosen. When it all closes, with no plan.
See a little gravel from the solar field?
Yeah, well, we have to bring more gravel in here anyway, so might as well take it to finish another project.
That's all.
But you got the evening, so okay, be shut down, locked out of where you've been. Just wait and see how you find a new way in. That's how it goes when it all
So this feels really exciting because we've done so much work on building this garden around the pond over the last few years. It's now allowed us to get to the point where we're able to take little snips of all of the different plants that we've grown.
Things are starting to come back to life, which is exciting.
Bit of dirt.
We made it.
We made it.
Another day not divorced, hey?
What do you think? You want to go swimming now?
You ready to go swimming?
Hey?
Yeah, we'll go swimming.
We'll go swimming. All right, fine, let's go.
Get the stick! Get it, Charlie!
Good boy. Come here, buddy.
I love this time of year. I love summer too. Fall's good also. Winter's okay. Whoa, look at all the buds on the trees.
Whoa.
Look at that clam right there.
Whoa. It's like a mussel.
Mussel, that's it.
Who knew they had mussels in rivers?
I thought that was only when you were swimming.
So stupid. We got back a few hours ago from the river, and we're sort of making a little bit of an exception tonight and allowing the boys up on the couch even though they're wet.
But that's because they're the cutest boys ever. Hey, little buddy.
So the plan tonight was to continue on with the outhouse, but we're just gonna wait. Tomorrow morning will come soon enough.
Well, we've also been stressing about what it is that we're going to do with the interior because this project has changed so much throughout the duration. And that's also because we've been watching Decorate Like a Designer with Jonathan Alder on Wondrium, who's the sponsor of today's video, and that's thanks to all of you for recommending it to us. In case you have never heard of Wondrium, it's a streaming platform for the curious mind that has everything from documentaries to how-tos to just very interesting shows. It's such an amazing platform. The episode that we just finished is all about not breaking the bank while designing. We've learned a lot of really good tips about reusing things that you already own. And I think the plan for the interior of the outhouse is to sort of stage it with a bunch of items we've collected over the years and being together and like all the different trips we've went on. I think it'll be kind of cool. Plus, it'll stop it all from collecting dust in a shed right now, so it's going to be nice to reuse those things. But if you want to find out more about Wondrium, make sure you use the link in our description box down below. If you use that link, they're going to give you a free trial, which is so amazing. But for now, we're going to continue on with our episode, and we'll catch up with you in the morning.
Sound good, buddy? Keep watching. See you in the morning. You ready to do this?
I am. I was just admiring our gardening. It looks really good.
Looks fantastic.
Looked a lot different here 24 hours ago.
It did. It's also supposed to be 28 degrees today, which is very, very unusual for this time of year. So we're gonna quickly do the electrical because we wanna get it done before it's too hot. A lot of you have been asking, why didn't we run wires when we did all of the framing and the spray foam? We have got a plan, and it involves these two solar panels right here. So we're gonna fasten those up on the roof and get it going.
I think I'm tripping. You stay on my mind like where do I even begin? I feel under pressure like there's something better.
Whoa, pretty cool.
It's so bright up here, like the sun.
They're so sweet. Excuse me? What are you two doing? Are you sleeping on the job?
No, I was just resting my eye.
Okay, where do we want these?
That's what we need to figure out. So
180 is that way.
Head spinning when I turn out the lights. I gotta chill out. We don't even fight. Fake flares going off in my head. In the moment, everything's right, but when I'm alone, it's like I don't know why. Too scared.
Okay, Okay, so what now?
So now that the solar panels are up on the roof, it's time to move on to cutting holes through the containers. So we're gonna be cutting two. One for those wires to come in and a second one for our drain to go out of the sink. And that's a question we were getting quite a bit, was why are we not cutting holes in the container as we're going along? And we feel that it's easier to just put all our layers of floor down and drill one hole through it rather than doing a bunch of holes as we go.
Look at how sick this is.
It's pretty intense.
It's massive. I'm ready to do that.
All right, so we're gonna do it.
I've been waiting for this for quite a long time.
God, that door is hideous.
I know.
So ugly.
We're still working on a fix for that. We haven't figured it out yet. One thing at a time, you guys. All right.
You ready?
So first thing we're gonna do is the floor drain, and then we're gonna drill a second hole beside it for the entry point for the cables. By the way, the layout, I don't think we addressed this. We're thinking that the vanity is gonna go here, which is gonna hide all of that stuff.
Well, we're not thinking. You're about to drill a hole in the floor for it to go there.
This is where it's going. You ready?
Ready.
Cause lately, I don't really know what I should do. I should probably think of an excuse before we end up falling deeper or something.
Can you step this fit through?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's easier to start in something new. Don't wanna end up falling deeper or something. Ends up in nothing.
So now that the electrical's done and we've got the holes for the plumbing as well as the solar panels on the roof, it is finally time to start moving things into the bathroom. We're gonna call it a bathroom now and no longer an outhouse. It's just too nice. And wait till you see this. It's
a little ridiculous, I know, but it was a floor model and it was actually the same price as some of the new smaller vanities that we were looking at. And I'm actually kind of glad we went with it because it came with the countertop and it gives us just so much more counter space to put our things, so.
stone because, you know, essentials.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy though. It actually was the same price as if we went with a cheap like laminate one. So
yeah.
Why not?
Exactly.
All right. Let's lift it in.
Feel under pressure, like there's something better. I'm scared of forever. Cause lately, I don't really know what I should do. I should probably think of an excuse before we end up falling deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get the countertop.
Do you want a hand?
No, I can do it.
Come on, boys. We got front row seats to the gun show.
Oh, no.
Come on, boys. They're back row seats to the ballet.
Something that ends up in nothing.
Last bit of plumbing.
Last bit of plumbing.
Exciting.
I know. Fingers crossed it doesn't leak.
Okay, let's make the connection.
Okay.
Going off in my head. In the moment, everything's right, but when I'm alone, it's like I don't know why. Too scared.
So we hit a bit of a snag. When I was putting in the drain tube into the privy pit, which is the hole that we dug for all of the business to go into, it did a splash. That's in the water. And this is something we haven't really talked about yet, but after we dug the hole, it was spring melt, so we expected it to fill, but it just hasn't gone down. And we're thinking that the water table is just sitting really high right here. And if it is, then that means we won't be able to use it as a traditional outhouse.
So I have you guys jerry-rigged up on this broom handle. So this is the GoPro attached to the broom handle, and we're sending you down there to see if we can see how high it is.
Yeah.
We need to go quick. These bugs are getting out of
They're
control.
getting really bad. So let's send our friends for a swim. How's it looking, everyone?
What's the verdict? Yay or nay? Probably nay. All right, so here's where we're at with things. By now, I'm sure you probably noticed that we didn't post a video last Sunday, and there's really no way of sugarcoating this. Once we found out that the toilet wasn't gonna work, we kind of went into a little bit of a tailspin. It was really disappointing. We spent a lot of time and energy to get to this point and thought we had like the perfect vision. By the way, the birds are so pretty right now.
It's so pretty in the way the light's coming through.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was just kind of the icing on the cake with all the delays that we've experienced in this project. So it was really good for us to take a couple days away, and we just sort of came up with a new workaround, which I'm very happy happy with.
Yeah,
So-
it worked. It's so much better. It's funny how things just have a way of working out when you kind of give it the space and the time that it needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been picking away at it the last few days, and we're really excited to show you.
Yeah, do you want to go give the tour?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. It is so hard to believe when this project started. There was trees here and snow on the ground. It has been a long 2 months, but I am in love with the transformation that this space has gone through. We started off by putting in a small culvert here. That way, water running down the hill still has an area to go underneath the trail that we've built to the bathroom. We put in a 6-foot deep, 36-inch culvert that was going to act as our privy pit. More on that later. On the roof, we've got 2 100-watt solar panels that are charging our portable power bank inside. And even more on the back here, we've got 2 100-pound propane tanks. That's gonna keep us nice and toasty warm throughout the entire winter. Going back along the trail, it is so hard to believe how much the hostas have grown in just 1 week. It makes me so excited to see how they're going to be at the end of summer. Hopefully, it's gonna be like walking through like an overgrown path. I'm really excited. Do you want to go in? When Tyler first suggested that we use a shipping container to build an outhouse, I never thought that opening the door was going to lead to my own private oasis. I'm just so in love with the way that this space turned out. Coming in the door, we have a hook here that you can hang your jacket on so you can really get comfortable and enjoy the space as you're either getting ready for your day or getting ready for bed at the end of the night. We've got a plant stand here that we're able to bring a lot of greenery and life into the space and break up the whiteness of the shiplap walls. We're also able to keep some things that have really significant meaning to us. This candle holder was a centerpiece from one of the tables at our wedding. This gift was a vase from my grandmother, and it was made by a local artisan. And this vase with the tall grass, Tyler actually picked this grass on a walk when we were on the Washington coast in the original RV, and it's been with us ever since there in every living space. Coming this way, we have our propane heater. This is an 8,000 BTU heater. Our intention is not to keep the space bumping hot, but we're going to keep it about 10 to 15 degrees throughout the winter. With the spray foam insulation, this building will retain that heat nicely so that you're able to have a comfortable temperature while you're doing what you got to do. Over in this corner where the toilet was supposed to be going into the privy pit underneath, it's lucky that we didn't cut the floor as we were going because we were able to put in our composting toilet that we used in our first RV. This toilet has a urine separator, so the urine goes into the front, the number 2 goes into the back, and when you're done, you just mix this handle and it churns the mixture up, and then in a couple of weeks it turns it into soil that you're able to just take out into the forest, and it's completely safe for the environment.
Works really well and no smell.
Yeah, well, the reason there's no smell is because there's a small little fan in it that's pulling fresh air across it and exhausting it out the building. Also next to it we have this super efficient air purifier. Both of those are plugged into our portable power bank, and they're charging off the 200 watts of solar on the roof. Continuing the theme of greenery in here, we've repurposed this shelf from our original RV bathroom, and we've got some more plants on there that in time are just gonna fill up the space nicely and keep the air nice and clean in here as well.
It's gonna be beautiful,
Yeah.
but let's talk about this vanity.
This vanity has been an absolute game changer for us. Having lived in the RV for almost 3 years, we weren't really sure what to do with all of the storage space that we have, but I'm sure we'll fill it in time. In the top drawer, we've got all of our toiletries that we use every single day, and down underneath, we've got the stuff that's nice to have in the bathroom, but it's not an everyday essential. To bring water and electricity into the building, we would have required permits, but since the building is under 100 square feet and we don't have electricity and water connected, we didn't need to go with those permits. So to have water to wash our hands, brush our teeth, all that type of stuff, we've gone with a 2-gallon ceramic water dispenser on a stand that we then have a 6-gallon jug on top of it. So in total, we have 8 gallons of water that will last us anywhere from a week to probably a week and a half, depending on usage. But the way that it works is it's all gravity fed. So when we want water, we simply open the little faucet on the bottom, turn it to how much flow you want, and then close it off. That all goes into the drain in the sink, which goes through sub-pump piping that we repurposed and have it running into our privy pit.
It is a pretty luxe bathroom. Like, the ceilings, I think, might be my favorite thing.
Oh, we didn't even touch on the lights. So we were getting asked a lot, how come you're not running electricity, like your cables behind the boards? Well, the reason is to avoid permits, we made the decision to go with motion-activated battery lights. So when the batteries are dead, we're able to plug them into our portable power bank and recharge them, so we've got unlimited light in here.
They work really well.
Yeah.
Really bright too.
Yeah, at night there is no trouble seeing in this space. I'm just really blown away with how this all came together.
Yeah, I think we did a really, really good job. I'm
Yeah.
really proud of us. The one thing left on the to-do list is this ugly yellow insulated door.
I like it.
It's changing. We just haven't quite figured out a solution for it. And right now the bathroom is fully functional and great. This is just a last minute cosmetic detail that we'll figure out in time.
Yeah, we've got a few months till winter, so we're just gonna enjoy summer and our new bathroom, and we'll see you next Sunday.